Hare Krishna. See God's blessings not just in release from problems, but also in relief amidst problems. Often when we have troubles, especially troubles of such magnitude which we are not able to deal with on our own, at that time we go and pray to God, please help me. Please help me deal with this problem. Please get rid of this problem for me. And Krishna appreciates those who come to him thus. In 7.16 he states that such people are pious. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukrutino arjuna arto jigyāsurartharti jnani cha bharatarshabha. That he says that the distressed, the wealth seekers, the inquisitive and those in knowledge, they all come to him, and all of them are sukritina. They have done good activities, they are pious souls. Next verse also says udarah sarva evaite. All of them are udara, large hearted, because they are coming to him. Now he talks about these souls further in the next 2-3 verses, and then he says in 7.19 bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti Samahatma sudurlabha. So he says, after many lifetimes, bahunam janmanam ante, that they evolve sufficiently to realize that Vasudeva, Krishna is everything, and thus they surrender wholeheartedly to him. And this takes them many lifetimes. Now why is it that if they have come to Krishna for relief, why is it that connecting fully with Krishna, becoming absorbed in Krishna, why does it take many lifetimes for them? Now this time lag happens because they do not have a proper understanding of what to expect from Krishna. When they come to Krishna for relief from problems, there are two possibilities, broadly speaking. Krishna can relieve them of their problems, can release them from their problems. Okay, this person is troubling me, this disease is troubling me, I have this financial insecurity. And Krishna does some arrangement by which that problem, they are released from that problem. And then they become very thankful. Oh Krishna, thank you very much for releasing me from this problem. And they are grateful, but then they go on with their life again. Now then another possibility is also there, that just the nature of this world is that there are finite resources and there are far, far greater desires, almost infinite desires. So not everybody's every desire or need can be fulfilled. Some people's problems may just stay because by nature this world is a problematic place. And if they feel that God has not answered my prayers and God has not blessed me, that means either God doesn't exist or God doesn't care for me. And because of this conception, they don't connect with him. So even when God fulfills their prayers, God releases them from the problem, they think is good. In future again when I have a problem, I'll connect with God. They don't feel the need to connect with him on a regular basis because that is not registered in their consciousness. So they need to evolve spiritually. If they evolve spiritually, then they understand that actually God himself, Krishna himself is the greatest blessing. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. Krishna says that Vasudeva sarvamiti, one who understands that he is everything. He is everything means what? That whatever relief we want, whatever joy we want, whatever security we want, all that is found in Krishna in its fullest. And if we have Krishna, that is the greatest blessing that we can have. And that blessing can actually raise us above our problems. Even if the problems are present, if we are absorbed in Krishna, we will not feel those problems. And that relief amidst problems can be the greatest conviction booster for spiritual seekers. That in spite of this problem being there, this problem which would have crushed me earlier, now in spite of the presence of this problem, if I fix my consciousness on Krishna, I get relief, I get calmness, I get clarity, and I can go through this problem, I can grow through this problem. So actually experiencing relief amidst problems gives us enormous conviction in the reality of Krishna, not just the reality of Krishna in terms of his capacity to solve problems at the material level, but in the reality of Krishna in terms of his being a tangible reality at a higher level of consciousness, where a level to which we can rise and by which we can transcend material reality. So this conviction is a far greater gift, because ultimately the material world is doomed. We are all going to die. So that God can solve our problems at the material level is not as great a conviction as the fact that God can raise us above material level of consciousness to the spiritual level. So when we see this see the relief amidst problem also as God's blessing, then we evolve. Then we see that even amidst problems, God is still present with us. And thus, if we can get this realization, then we can cut short the multi-lifetime journey of spiritual evolution, and in one lifetime we can evolve towards spiritual perfection, towards eternal reunion with the Supreme Lord, who is our everlasting, unfailing shelter. Thank you. Hare Krishna.